what we had hoped it would be, and it was very pleasant. At one point, as Josh and I continued our Northville-Placid Trail volunteer trail crew efforts, flinging the thousands of dead branches off the trail with our trekking poles and our feet, we came to a giant log across the trail, probably 2 feet wide. It was blowdown that had been cut in 2 places by a trail crew to be cleared off at some point, but for whatever reason, the log was just cut but never actually moved. So Josh and I, 2 people who both deadlift well over 500 pounds each, took it upon ourselves to move this huge, already cut log off the trail. So after some maneuvering of the logs, we both lifted it up together and tossed it into the woods. Much better now. Now the trail is clear once again. No more stepping over the blowdown. It was obvious the trail crew intended to move it but didn't yet, despite cutting the log on both sides of the trail. So we moved it. And it was nice and mixed things up for a couple minutes here on our day. About a mile later, we came to a small dirt road and we were almost at Lake Durant. It is 11:35. We're walking on a little dirt road and we're definitely close to the campground, if we're not basically at the campground at this point. This has been a very pleasant walk from the Stevens Pond lean-to to Lake Durant. And the forest is a lot greener now than it has been throughout the day, with trees with no leaves on them. But now we have some nice evergreens, giving some nice color. Ferns and moss. Love the green. Love the green. And then minutes later, we crossed through a yellow gate and we arrived at the campground. We were nearing the end of our day. We're coming out to the yellow gate here at Lake Durant Campground. There's a sign that says, "Hikers, please obtain a walk-in day-use ticket at booth prior to using campground facilities. Thank you." You can see the road out ahead. This is a nice campground indeed. Trail 2, Stevens Pond, Northville-Placid Trail, 3.5 miles. Trail, Northville-Placid Trail. Oh, pavement. Lake Durant on our left. Walking down the pavement. What a beautiful day. Josh and I both walked through the very closed campground. It's right on the lake, which is huge, by the way, and it seems like a very well-kept campground. A place that we intend to bring our families to for the weekend whenever they do open, because it's a really nice spot. We followed the trail markers that are scattered along. Very easy to follow, and you just have to look around for a bit and you'll see the blue NPT markers leading you the way through the campground. And as we walked along this concrete road over a bridge with great views of the lake on our left, we passed plenty of campsites and plenty of picnic table areas along with bathrooms. Yes, there are real bathrooms here, so if you're through hiking, this may be a great spot to mark on your map. We then went back into the woods for a moment before coming out to a big field on our right, with the road right in front of us. And then we walked down the dirt path to the parking lot and I saw my van. We were back at the Route 30 crossing where it all began. Our section hike was complete. We're walking across a giant field as we make our way over to the car and to the road with a huge, huge view of Blue Mountain straight ahead of us. Nice views of the slide. We just left Lake Durant and I can see the road. And there is my blue van. So that'll do it for this day hike here. Section number 2 for Josh and I here on the Northville-Placid Trail. From Wakely Pond, Wakely Dam area, up to Lake Durant Campground. It was a perfect day, exactly what we hoped it would be and what we envisioned from the start. Sun was shining, the trails today were fantastic, dry everywhere. It was awesome. Now we're gonna hop in the car and drive back there on that dirt road to get Josh's car to drive back. A very successful day. We finished our day around 11:50 a.m., totaling 5 hours and 45 minutes. A nice, short, 13-mile day hike here on the Northville-Placid Trail to check off another section. Another successful day in the woods here on the Northville-Placid Trail. We're now 13 miles closer to completing the trail and another section in the books. Day hiking this trail can be difficult, and there's not a ton of sections which can easily be completed in this manner, but this is one of them, and it worked out very well for us. Next time on 46 of 46, I'll have a new hiking partner, and I'll flip-flop the trail and begin hiking the second half of the map southbound, starting right here at the Moose River Recreation Area, south to Piseco. That's next time on 46 of 46, the Northville-Placid Trail edition. Thanks for listening to my hike through the NPT here on the 46 of 46 podcast, and give the show a follow on Instagram or Facebook at 46 of 46 podcast, and tell your friends. And if you feel so inclined to leave a rating and a review wherever you listen, I'd greatly appreciate it. And that's going to do it on this episode. Remember to always leave no trace, do the rock walk, and if you carry it in, carry it out. Everything, every time, banana peels and all. See you on the trails. Pure ADK is an online community and lifestyle brand that creates Adirondack-inspired apparel and goods. They're all about sharing their adventures and creating quality products that are a reflection of the outdoor lifestyle and activities we love in the Adirondack Mountains. Whether born and raised an Adirondack native or a frequent vacationer, we all have a common bond, those feelings and memories that the Adirondacks evoke in us. As a bonus for listeners of the podcast, they're providing a 15% off discount. When shopping in their online store, use the promo code 46podcast to redeem the offer. PureAdirondacks.com. Check it out. 46podcast. Pure ADK. Exploration Unbound.